Hello. Oh, there we go. Success. God damn it. Okay, that stupid overlay is still messing with me. That's not what I want. I want the multi-chat. Why are you stupid? Okay, so that's the way it should be. I do this. Sorry, Stephen, I'm still trying to get that dang chat fixed. Okay, hold on. Properties. If I do, what is it? Height of 900. Welcome to the chaos stream where nothing seems to work properly. Okay, this is working. Cool. So I just need to fiddle with the properties more. 800 height and I don't know, like a 300 width. What are you doing? Stop that. Oh, we almost got it. We almost got it. It's gonna work. Okay, my macros are not pleased with me right now. Okay. Hey, look at that. We got a thingy. Lock it down. Never touch it again. Hello. How are you? Happy Friday. It's amazing what happens when things just change, but, you know, you didn't do anything. And all of a sudden your computer decides, no, it's fine. Mike's just going to be, you know, channel 3 now for some stupid reason. How has your week been? Correct. Technology is never reliable. Oh no. Project manager means better pay, but more responsibility, so yay boo. Ooh. I shop at Dollarama too. Hello, hello. And look, the multi-chat works, Stephen. You can interact with people on YouTube now. Welcome, welcome. You missed the early stream chaos where my microphone just decided not to work at all. And apparently it was on a different channel. So that's fun. Alrighty, so this evening, we're continuing on with the pixel fun because I need to get a quilt pattern done, so why not? After last stream, I'm just going to minimize this. Went and finished this. Should we desktop view? Yes. Okay. And then I added in a bit more of a border. And I keep forgetting you guys are like 30 seconds behind me. So our friend is back. Oh, we're missing a bit. But yeah, after the stream, I went around and I counted everything out, and we were at like 63 wide by 64 or something tall. It was really silly sizings. So yeah, I just, made it bigger, and now it's a 70-inch square. So today we get to load it up into EQ8, which is, joy of joy. A big program. Raise your hand if you've ever used EQ8 before. I don't know if you can raise your hand, actually, but just negative. Okay, that's fine. EQ8 is essentially just, I don't know if you've ever heard of Prequilt, Prequilt, Prequilt. Wow, spelling, Friday evening. But yeah, for Steven's information, EQ8 is kind of like Prequilt. It's a lot more intense. You'll see when we get into it. I'm actually missing a bit of a window pane, but we will get into that when we get into that. The first thing you need to know is that we're designing a quilt from scratch. And so this is one of the many, many windows that you come across. Also, debt-free, I'm trying to scroll up to get your name. I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names. Oh God, there's an entire stream. You guys were chatty last week. Hold on. Heather. Hello, Heather. Welcome back. I got there in the end. I got there in the end. Yay. So yeah, the way I counted it out in here, we're 70 wide by 70 tall. So we're going to over to our layout. We want to keep a horizontal, and then we're going to do a 7 by 7 because each grouping of 10 blocks or 10 squares. No, I don't want to delete content. What are you doing? Stop that. By 10 by 10. There we go. So every chunk of 10 blocks is going to be one block per se. Now, I ran into a small issue of this program doesn't have like the quick access colors for the borders for some reason. So if I did that, it's just black. So I got to do this every single time. Wondering if I can't fix that somehow. But either way, this is step 1 in the process. It's very long and slightly annoying, but it's got to be done. So we're just circling groups of 10, so that way we know where our blocks need to end. And how was your week, Heather? Apparently, Stephen wasn't doing so great, but normal, quote unquote. I still think that's a not good answer, Stephen, but it's probably making for riveting comment. Also, it took me till like 10 minutes before the stream today to realize there's a block count right down here. Oh, you probably can't see that. Nope, that's just above the menu. Pull my hair out at least once a day. Minions fighting. Oh no, not the minions. I hope there were easy ways to settle them that didn't include knocking heads or tearing out your own hair. All right, so it's been a rough week for everyone. Cool. Now we know. Sorry, y'all. I probably should have done this before stream, but there are other things gathering my attention. Like the stupid chat that still didn't work until I started stream. Hoops to sending me an email. Here's hoping. You find the process of me circling groups of squares interesting? Cool. To each their own. But yeah, and essentially doing this. Oh, there's a cat. Hello, cat. Yes, essentially just isolating it this way makes it easier on my brain anyway to get into the greater part of what is going to be most likely most of the stream, if not all of it today, which is transferring over every single grouping into a block format. Happily, it's all squares and straight lines, so there are no weird angles to work with. Scared the kitty. You're gone. Have you mostly just used like the pre-existing patterns and the pre-existing blocks, or have you made your own blocks and stuff as well in EQ8? because bit of background information for Stephen. EQ8 has like basic blocks, like, you know, half square triangles, 4 quarter triangles, etc. Like the basic traditional blocks. And then you can like color them out to whatever you want and just make like a more traditional looking quilt, or you can design your own block and then put it in manually, which is what we're going to be doing today. Ah, okay. Hopefully this menu doesn't just fall off the edge of the world. Oh, good, it moves. So what are you, both of you, doing? Drawing that crap out in Illustrator or Photoshop. Yes. But exceptionally yes in Photoshop, simply because trying to make straight lines in Photoshop, woof. But Illustrator is more of a graphics program, so it would be easier in some forms, but at the same time, I personally wouldn't. If John was here, we could ask him, because he apparently designs all of his patterns with the Illustrator, which is just bananas to me. I mean, it's not a lot of work. It's like if you're talking always the EPP. Are you working on the your Nova or a different project? Because you, like me, have many projects. It's my charity project, which will probably take 7 years to complete this, right? Well, it's fine. It's charity. You never told them which year they were going to get it. But yeah, like, so for EQ8 and transferring stuff over from Excel or a piece of graph paper or whatever, it's not super time consuming. I don't know. I've never actually like timed myself on anything. So it's always just been like, oh yeah, I'll, you know, plug away at this for 10 minutes or 5 minutes here or whatever. But yeah, the Illustrator part, again, I used Illustrator like for 4 months out of a year during my degree. So could not tell you. I know the exceptional basics, and that is it. Alrighty, save that. So now comes the fun part, where we're going to smash this down to, yeah, we'll go 2 rows. Swing this over here. Move this. Gotta wait for the delay. think that's about it. Almost. There we go. Alrighty, so now that we've got our 7x7 grid, I'm gonna leave the external borders on just because it gives me a frame. I might not use them. I don't know. It all depends. I decide that way last. Slowly working on alchemy. The name says something, but I don't know. What is alchemy? EPP pattern. Alchemy kit, knotted thread. Oh, tulip ink. Okay. Oh, geez. Yeah, you're going to be there a while. Sorry. Okay. Good luck with that. I wish you the best. So yeah, getting back to this, we're going to keep the borders just for now, and I'll probably fiddle around with their sizing after if I keep them. And then we go on to design phase. Now, this is what I was telling you, Stephen, earlier about the presets. They always give you these 10 blocks. I don't generally use them. So we're just going to do that. Ta-da! Block's done. Yeah. Good thing. But at the same time, like, EPP is designed to be slower, air quotes. If you want fast, do FPP is my mentality. Why does it keep saying my stream is unstable? Bitrate too high. I'd rather too high than too low. Okay. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Dang it. Oh, well, we'll go back and change that. Whatever. So when going through and designing a block, I'm going to get there eventually, people. This is the general layout of the quilt as it will look. We're going to essentially mimic every block to repeat what's in here. So we're going to go over to the block work table and we're going to do easy draw. And then we're going to change the sizing to a 10-inch block. We're going to do vertical snaps, 40 by 40. No. Do I want 80 by 80? Ooh, that was even worse. Okay. Sure, whatever. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I just need to do 10 because every block is an inch. So that one highlighted block in my Excel format on the right is this one block here. So now all I need to do is locate where this one is, 5, 3, and then being nice to myself, I'm going to count over 3 and draw a line straight down. So that isolates all of this area, which is going to be all of this area here. So that's one big piece instead of how many ever 1-inch squares, which again, ridiculous to me. Then we're going to do, and it's just a factor of counting, really. We're going to do 3 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop. And then this will be our line here. And that's technically our first block. And then we can go into color and it'll isolate the fabrics. I wanted to upload some pretty Northcott canvas fabrics, I will do that for next stream. Speaking of FPP, I kind of want to make another tessellated heart bag. You made that really quick. Like, really quick. Let's see, what type of fabrics do we have? These are boring. To the library. Also, yes, it comes with like preloaded with different fabrics, and then you can like buy different ones, or they come included with the membership that Heather was talking about last week. So like this is I think it's a quarterly release, so once every 3 months. It did turn out okay. It was really nice. And so yeah, like different designers specifically. Oh, they have the century prints. Nice. Okay, stop getting distracted. But yeah, generally I'll like browse through these and wish and hope. Oh, you do get a free fabric line every month. Okay. So it like adds to, I guess, the stash downloads. That's actually kind of fun. Though I bought this to avoid the monthly fee. So we're going to keep going. The original Deco Glow, not Deco Glow 2. Oh, yes. Shell. Such a good artist. So underappreciated. Even without the membership. What? Explain. How-dos. Well, I try and find timeless treasures. That's what I wanted. These are too bright. Okay, screw it. We're just going to go with the basic ones. That's that. And we wanted a nice pale yellow. It's in the email they send the first of every month. Oh, maybe I've just been deleting those. Oops. Oh, this is giving you guys a really skewed view. Weird. But yeah, so that's our first block. Then we're going to go add to the sketchbook. And it's going to make a little boop sound. Oh, it didn't make a boop sound. Okay. We're going to go back to Quilt Work Table, click the block, and drop it in. And then we have to repeat that process for the other many blocks. So it's not long per se. It's more just time demanding, I guess. It's weird, but after a while you get into like a flow state, and now I do know. Yes. It does, yes. So if we go here, you can go to print and export. It's only going to calculate the one block, but like we can have it do like print it out as an FPP, for example, or we can do, it'll calculate the total yardage of the quilt, which at present is absolutely nothing because there's a whole bunch of empty space. You can do what each block will need to be cut with So like this block has 5 pieces. A is a 4. Technically, this is why I don't use this part. It's kind of accurate, but not really. Like it says that my blocks are 1 3/8 by 1 3/8, even though I set everything to 1 to 1. So it may be my seam allowances, actually. That might be something that I need to fix. Hold, please. Where would the settings? Preferences. Measurements in inches, yes. Okay. General. Width of seam allowance. Lines. Okay, no, not what I want. Exactly. Me neither. Like I, as I said, I started doing this in pre-quilt, which is super fun, and I would continuously love to support another Canadian small business, but the one I just wasn't designing enough to merit the monthly the subscription to it. And sorry, I'm still trying to figure out the seam allowances. Yeah, and so with something like that, it's a lot easier because it calculates it automatically, and you don't need to futz around with anything. Okay, this is pissing me off. Where's my seam allowances? You would think it's a program designed for quilting. It should default to a 1/4 inch, but who knows? So 50 table quilt wheelers. Quilt work table options. Block settings. Snap settings. Aha, there we go. Nope, that's not right. Maybe it's in layout. Nope. Okay. Well, either way, it's bugging me, so I'm gonna figure it out. Heather, if you have any ideas on how I can set the dang seam allowances, please let me know, because for some reason I'm not finding anything, and I don't even know if it is a setting you can change. No, blocks, no. Haha, okay, it's in the preview somewhere. Print and export this. If we do rotary cutting, seam allowance width 0.25. Okay. Rounding to no rounding, maybe. 1.4 by 2.3. Yeah, this is my point as well. Generally, when I get to this point, after I've laid everything out, I'll go through each individual block and like map out, okay, well, this block has a 3.5 by 4.5, because technically they should all be whole numbers. So the 0.2 and 0.1 and 0.8 makes absolutely no sense to me. Either way. But yes, so generally it would calculate that way. So yeah, we're just going to keep going. And that'll be that. What a big one. What do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And like I have my snaps on for everything. Don't really need a curve. 4 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And everything's snapped, so I really don't know like why it's measuring weird, but with all of the quilt patterns that I've made thus far in this program, it's always weirdly done that. So I think it's mainly just a weird calculation. Hello, hello. I'm assuming Melissa. I'm going to reiterate this a whole heck of a lot. I'm horrible with names. Thank you for maybe putting it in your screen name. Maybe. Welcome to the stream. We are kind of getting started, but not so much. We're slow to start. I'm rambling today. It's all good. Also, there was a 5 minutes in the beginning where my, microphone didn't want to work. Though we did get the multi-chat working. Huzzah. We'll do this one next. So yeah, right now I'm bouncing back and forth between the Excel that we did last week, and EQ8. And I am literally going through and painstakingly remaking every single block, one by one. But as I said earlier, you get into a flow state. And you barely see it. That's an 8 by 10. Yes, yes. Correct. I don't know how the people who stream like daily do it. Though I guess at that point, if you're streaming daily, like it probably gets easier, maybe. That's this one. Black, it's an orange. Black, orange. Sorry, counting. We want a nice orange. Ooh, no, not that. That'll work. This. Yeah, there we go. Also that, yeah. I assume it's very much a case of like most of these people do not stream by themselves. They probably have teams and stuff. Like I'm talking the huge big name people. So have you ever used EQ8 before, Melissa? I'm trying to get a gauge for how basic I should make my instructions. That one. Oh, this one's going to be a fun one. 2 by 10. And then nope. This is why it's always fun to have multiple angles on things. That's a 3 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 by 3. And then we're going to immediately chop that off. That's that. We have this. That's this. Yes, okay. Then we're doing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I would assume with the amount I've had, but apparently not. Like, there are some people who just click go live and it works. So, who knows? Maybe I'm coist. Want a nice green for the tree. Then we want the gold there. And our pale yellow for the star. What I do like is that it keeps like a running tab of your most recent colors, so you don't need to continuously be like, oh, what color did I use? It just works. The only real issue I had was Tyler Meany screaming because he didn't want to go to sleep. Not really a technical issue, that. More of a... I don't know what you would consider that. Just an issue, I think. 4 by 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 3. Who speaks is different. Well, who wants to go to bed when there's a stream happening? Like, come on. That just seems unfair. Okay, so we're getting into a bit more complex blocks. Not so much, but kind of, because we're playing with like 2 to 3 different pieces and different colors. It's going to start, like, this is where I kind of start pre-planning where assembly lines need to go. Because in my brain, it's a lot easier to break down a quilt block. Oh no, 3 hours. Yeah, no, that's when they fight the sleep and just don't want to go. They've gone so far past it that they're like, nope. Horrible. I've been that tired. It's not fun. Yes. What was I saying? Words. Yes, this is the part where I would start like pre-planning the assembly of the block itself. So like looking at this, I try and isolate different sections that would like cut clean across the block so that the assembly kind of goes easier. So with this, we're going to go to the 3 and then isolate that section there so I know what I'm doing. So this would be a 3. Isn't that just a basic kid thing? Like, you're always not tired and then you just pass out. this is going to be a long single. Block there, and then we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. 6. So same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I don't trust myself. Little 4 patch. Yeah, I have insomnia, so sleep and me haven't been friends since I was 15. Okay. Let's see. So that's a big one. We're gonna isolate those 4, I think. Nope, wrong one. Okay, cool. This. There we go. Then with the orange, we can do that. This. And this one. That goes black. And then I have a white here. Yes, that looks right. Also, you will see the longer, like the more blocks I get processed through and the more complex they get in like how many pieces they are, the longer that little spinning circle is going to be. Just because I think it's making the computer whir. So yeah, see, for something like this, I'd want that to be a divider line. But at the same time, I'm thinking that way. No, we're going to do clean across because I have too many breakups here. So we're going to nix all of this. And please tell me if I'm not making any sense. Like, this makes sense in my brain, but I've been doing it for like 4 years now. So that's that. Another section here. Is this how I was doing it? Or did I? Oh, I think yep. I think I had started in the more complex ones like this bat one. I'm going to show you a different way I do it. Completely forgot about it, but you know, them's the breaks. How big of a section? I can do a 4x4. Sweet. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. They do one. So that's that. This has been done. So now comes the time of, do I want a 2x2, a 3, a 2, a 1 with stripes? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna show it to you this way. Instead of hand marking every single individual block, we're going to boop, make a grid. Switch over to color. It's going to isolate every single block like so. And then we're going to go through like crazy people and delete stuff. I don't actually know which way is faster, but This seemed to work for my brain for some reason. I don't know. I think maybe this helped regulate the sizing issues that I was having. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are continuing on with what we were doing last week. Give me 2 seconds. So this is our friend from last week that we finished up. I made him a bit bigger because he was a really wonky size. Hello, Michelle. Welcome, welcome. Melena's gonna just picked up all the toys I could find. So yes, right now we're taking all of these blocks and we're transferring them over into EQ8, one painful block at a time. And yes, I was just isolating to figure out whether I wanted to draw them all out or not. So we're going to go with this way and see. 2, 1, 1. Okay. So that's that. If I did that way, we could have that. Yes, because then that too could go that. Okay. I will let you guys know when the pattern is ready, because you'll know if I keep doing these during the streams, because that's the plan, to hopefully sell it. That's a 3x3. Do 3x1. Yes, that's, and then this would be another 3x3. Yes. I find him very cute and I really want to make one myself. So it's also pushing me to get this done quicker. Okay, so those are good. Now, generally when I'm doing this, I actually print out a copy of the Excel and I like highlight as I'm going, so I know where I'm, like what block I'm doing and this, that, and the other. But hopefully this will work. So we did a 4x4 here. So we have 3 and a 1. Grid interfacing. Like where you'd like adhere it on and then like stitch through. I think I've seen something about that on the internet. I'm not too sure. Okay, 2x3. Those 2. Okay. That's a 2x2. And that should be that. Yes. Okay. Now, if we flip this over into that, we should, I just find it easier to do it this way. If everything's a background, nothing is a background. Green, this. That, this. That's a yellow. That's an orange. That's an orange. Green. That's good. I will need to look at that. Yellow there. Orange here. There we go. Oh, and orange. I knew I was missing something. So yeah, looking at the block like this, it's a bit confusing But then when you just break it down into, well, okay, it's broken. That's one vertical. So you have an 8 by 1 and two 1 by 1s, a 2 by 10, a 3 by 3, a 2 by 1, a 1 by 1, a 3 by 3. It's break it down into sections. And that's how you would go about assembling them. At least that's the way it makes sense in my brain anyway. You know what? Probably do this. Je regrette. Probably could have done that before I did the grid. Oh well, it's done. Okay. Oh good, back to an easy one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 10. This is one gripe that I have about EQ8. It's like, I selected all of these. Why didn't you select the ones on the outer edge? Is it because I didn't grab both dots? Whomst knows. It's a 4 by 8. What? No, that makes sense. That should be a 6 then. Yes. Missing one. Okay, then we're doing this. And after we're done this with the grid, I'm going to go back and check to see about that weird printout issue. See if it's still giving us the weird sizing. Quarter inch, small key block, no rounding. Wait, what? Oh, that's why. For some stupid reason, my blocks are 9 by 9. Why are my blocks 9 by 9? Because I didn't change the size. That's why. That'll explain it. Yep, there we go. I'm an idiot. I figured it was something stupid like that. Because, yeah, now everything is cutting out at 6.5, 10.5 with the 1/2 inch seam allowance. It's been a long week for you, boy. We're very tired. Ooh, bat time. There we go. Now I can actually see the blocks. I did figure it out, yes. The only reason I noticed was because when I went here, it tells you the size. I didn't see it before. It's fine. It's fine. We're moving on. Okay. So now we're getting into a complex one. This is going to be the first one where we don't have like a huge clear across divider line. So we're going to make one. And I choose this one. I do not happily need to redo the blocks. Changing the size here changed the size of the blocks themselves. So each block automatically broops. Yeah, because like we could make this like 10 by 12 and it would skew everything weird. But they're still the right size, quote unquote. I'm going to change that back before I forget. But yeah, super fun. Lots of headaches avoided. So yes, we're going to go. This was a 3x3. Hi. Select me the blocks. Oh. Gotta do the color. Isolate. There we go. Friends, don't use eQuilt when you're tired. So what to try making Final Fantasy picture quilt? Yes, do it. Do it. They're so easy, especially if you get the original FF sprites. If you make them, I will buy them all. Do it, please, so I don't have to. Wait, come on, I can't be the only person designing crazy things out here. Also, if you just want to make a quilt, what is their name? Hold on. Doing the research. I think they're a pattern designer. Nope, that's my followers. Following. Come on, Instagram, stop being stupid. Hard ask, I know. Tony Smith, or Quill Tony, so Quiltoni. They have some Final Fantasy pixel quilts, I believe. Hold on. Oh, they also have a Designing Pixel Quilts ebook. Oops. Hopefully I'm not stepping on their toes too much. Quilt patterns. Quilts. Yes, they've even got the pom-pom moog. So yeah, you can check them out. If you want a more detailed one, I mean, go ahead. But I've made a couple of theirs, and they're really easy. Also, their sizing is generally for smaller quilts, so they're generally like baby sized, I guess, 34-ish by 40-ish. But super easy to just double up the size of the blocks. Hold on. I think I can do this. Nope. Missing the L. There we go. Ta-da! In case y'all interested. Okay, so we did that as a throughway. There's no other real good ones. Okay, we're going to do another 3. So 2 by 3. Should be this. 2 by 1. 2 by 1. My pleasure. They're I wouldn't say small designer. They've been designing for a while, and I like their stuff. I've made 3 of their quilts, I think. 3 of their patterns, 3 of their pixel quilts. They're very fun. They're very easy. Like I said, it's super easy to like make them bigger. You literally just double the size of everything. And when you double the size, everything makes like when you're sewing, your smallest piece is a 3.5-inch block. It goes super quick. That. I believe they're based out of the States, but I'm not too sure. Do not quote me on that. Okay. And that'll be 4. Oh no, yeah, I did that once. This is the remnants of a Wendy shoe that I stitched and flipped and chopped before I realized I was missing the other part. Had to recut that. But yes, I am all for like mindless sewing or piecing. I would not suggest cutting things out when your brain is tired, because that's just asking for not fun to happen. Then we could do all of that. So 3 by 4 here. Yes. That's that. Yes. Okay. 2 by 2. And that. And I think we're good to color. If we did everything right, it should work. We need a black now. Just so we have some contrast with the background. Close enough. This is not the final colors, so I don't really mind. That's that. This. That's pretty much all there is. Okay. And see, okay, here's one point. Probably asking yourself, well, why didn't I make this a 2 by 1? Because it's technically green. Yeah, applique, no. But yeah, with this specific point here, they're both going to be green. But the way I laid the pattern out, well, actually, technically, I could make that a 2-1. Yes, I said nothing. Never mind. We're going to go back in and delete that. Because the way you would piece it, I had in mind that I was piecing all 4 of these 1x1s together to sew on top of all of this. But I can sew these 3 pieces together on top of this one big piece, and then sew these 3 pieces together to sew to this bigger block. So there's a little bit of finagling sometimes. And sometimes I only catch those types of mistakes when I'm testing the pattern myself. And then go, oh, why did I do that? Oh, good, you can still see it. Cool. I actually may go back and modify my colors. I don't like that. No, you can still see it. Never mind. I said nothing. Undo. Go back with this one. That is a 6. Mm-hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's nice to just see like a new block just pop in every once in a while and you're going, oh, sweet, it's working. That will be a 1x3, I think. Just to get that out of the way. Then we're going to go here. 3x3 or... we'll do a 3x3. Yes. When in doubt, give yourself the best chance of being able to use patterned fabric. And if you're working with squares, there's less of an issue. Oh yeah, we'll be here for another 45 minutes-ish, maybe more. Who knows? I may go long. I don't know. However long the brain capacity handles. Have fun cooking. Nope. This one. This. That's tree branch. This, and that. Oh, also, here's your warning. Save often. I don't know how many times I've started a quilt, gotten roughly halfway, and had the computer or the program just crash on me. Super fun. And then realize I haven't saved in at least 2 hours. So I had to start all over again. Fun times. You only make that mistake twice. No autosave? No, I don't think so. Not that I've seen anyway. But I mean, once you save it the first time, it's just as easy as Control C, Control S. Preferences. Let's see. Save. Nope. No autosave. It's fancy on a lot of things. It's basic on a lot of others. Not everything can be Excel. Three by 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 by 3. No, that was tomorrow night. Yeah, okay. John's most likely planning for stuff. 4. 4. And that's a 3. Cool. Okay. We will do this as one single. 1, 2, 3. And this is all green. Okay. That's that. Do I want to make my life easier or harder? We're gonna go easier. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, what? Oh, no, went too far. Okay. Oh boy, where was I? So that's the orange. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's better. Yes. Then we go with that and this. That's my orange. That's that. This there. This other orange. Oop. And then you get to areas like this, and you go, wait, what? Why? That's a 2 by 2 here. That's a 4. Oop, nope. One too many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mm-hmm. If we do another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 2 by 6. Like that. this is orange. Hello, hello. Welcome, Tonell. I hope the grocery store was not crazy packed or filled with stupid people like ours was. Oh boy, I could have choked someone. I miscounted somewhere. Okay, it's 10. Brain not working. Restarting. Sometimes it's just easier to start over. 5 by 3. So I had that right. 1, 2, 3 by 5, 4, 5. This is a 2 by 2. That's square. It's a 2 by 3. Okay, so that's done. One, 2, 3. Okay, put that. Okay. That covers that. This block was a mistake, but it'll be done. Hopefully. Okay, so I needed the pumpkin, and I got confused going down, so let's go up instead. Oh, here's hoping. 4, 2 by 2 for the orange. And then this is a 2 by 6, 2 by 3, 4, 6. This is technically clear across. No, this is not clear across. That's my 2 by 2. So this is that. Cool. Okay. So this is a 1, 2 black. 2 by 2 in the orange, black, orange. 2 by 2 orange, black. That's the upper part, black. 2 by 2 orange. Okay. Done this. Let me go green, 2 orange, another 2 by 2 of orange, orange. There. And we already did this one, so I've got that there. Yes. And that there. Okay. Then I can do this and this. That should work. And we're going bat black for that. So we want this. This and this, this and this. We want green. Here, here, here. Gold. these two. That, this. Yellow stays there. Back to green. Oop. That's a background black. Green, 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 green. Nope, nope, that's a yellow. That one stays there. Cool beans. Okay, green, green, green. That's background black. Yeah. Now we find an orange. Pumpkin orange. Success. Huzzah. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. And it's only taken an hour and a half. Okay. Easier blocks. Cool beans. Um, 3 by 10. Yes. You are how many down? 5th down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 down. Cool beans. That's 2 by 10. Three, nope, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, Stephen, can you picture me doing this with the moth blocks and their heckin' complexity? Like this is not a complex pattern. I'm just gonna say it. Here, hold on. Ugh. See if I can't. It took me, I think, like a month solid to work that out. Where are you popping up? You're popping up here. Cool. Don't dox. Do I have the original? I do. Okay. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, this is one of my most complex patterns. And this is what I mean by every single block has to be done one at a time. Like, look at this crazy thing. What is this? This one here. Like, just craziness. Craziness. It's so pretty, though. But yeah, I need to go back through and recount everything because my block counts are off. That's it. Copper. Excuse me. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 5 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6. Taller than it was wide. Spectacle of scraps. I need to do research now. I have much scraps, but I don't generally do anything with them. Okay, that's what I thought. That's that. Yeah, we'll do it this way. That 2, 2. Maybe 2 by 2 on the brown. One, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's all good. But okay, then we could do 2 by that many. Yes. So I can run it right up against there. That's how many? It's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And with that, then we'll do that. And this is a 3 there. Cool. So that's a divider line there. Which makes this the 2 by 2. So also a 2 by 2. Should be a 4. And then another 2 by 2. And that's a 4, but in orange. Now we're doing 1, 2 in orange, 2 in black, 2 in orange, 3 in green. Yeah, cool. Okay. Green here, here, and here. Then one up in there, and one there. Orange, orange, orange. Bat black. Background black for most of this. What? Fuchsia. This, and then we want a nice deep brown. Yay, pumpkin face. Okay. Sorry, I'm Googling things. Ooh. Fancy. Oh, everyone, we've reached the best type of block. The one that doesn't have any piecing. Problems? Hope your connection didn't drop out. One, two, three, four, five, six. If it's the one that I saw when I internet search stalked you, it looks pretty simple. It should be pretty easy. You might want to do kind of a what is it? I think maybe it's the one patch or something. One of the not gritty based ones, maybe. I guess we'll see. It's a 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's that. That's, and then we can do 2 by 2. This. Yes. That. Ooh, sweet. 4 by 3. Awesome. Da, 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 da. So then fuchsia, fuchsia, fuchsia. And background, 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 background. The beginnings of a pot. I don't know what this is doing here, but whatever. One, 2, 3, 4 by 10. Oops. All right, so we're probably only going to go till 9. I feel a headache coming on, staring at a computer screen. But we're making good time and good progress. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. I will say I am liking these simpler blocks at present. It also doesn't help that I spend most of my unfortunate day staring at a computer screen as well at work. So fun times had by me. Oh, poop. What was that color? Is this one? Okay. No good through line. Host. I'll get back to you. Oh boy. Okay. Easiest blocks would most likely be these ones. Yes. So I want it 2 by 3. Ooh, excuse me. And then a 3 by 7. 8, 8. What is math? Just numbers. these. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's separate colors. Do I want to build this out as one thing? Yeah, I could build that out as one thing. Okay. Do I have 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. So if we do 2 green, orange, green, that's a 3 in the orange. I could do 3 there and avoid the 1s. Cool. Okay. Another point of planning as you go is, in my point of view, to avoid as many 1x1s as you possibly can, just because you don't want to have to cut that many little tiny squares. Sometimes it is unavoidable, though. Case in point. No, we're going to isolate this vertically, I think. So we're doing 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3. And then we could do 3 at the top there. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Background. This. 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 Trust me, after you've cut out literal thousands, it gets old. It gets old real quick. Orange. Green. And then we need a cream for the ghosty. Nope, that's red. Wrong way. Oh, that'll work. Good enough. Well, technically, if we really want to be. There we go. Boop. Oh, another pumpkin. You know what? We're going to do the pot at the bottom instead. Why? Because I said so. Do. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 10. Yes, okay. Add that, and then all of this is one. Boop. Fuchsia. Background. Sometimes they're too easy. I was hoping that would take more time. It's fine. Ugh. Hello, John. You're just in time for me to maybe cut it short. I don't know. I'm deciding. Give me a reason to stay. I think so. Isn't it, though? I think so. It's very, very sweet. 'Cause right now we have... There we go. This in equivalency. Minus those 4 rows. Okay, well, John, since you're here, I figure I'll show you at least one block. You get one block. We're doing this one here and here. So this is EQ8. The basics are you make a new quilt, you choose the layout, you change the size of your blocks. And don't do like me and leave this 9 inches and then wonder why your blocks, when you go to figure out different cutting sizes, that they're like 1 6/4 or something. Oh yes, I also need to dig out my Christmas hat. But yeah, so far we've just been plodding along and doing different things. Okay, so that is a 1 clear across. It's purple. We did 2 by 3. So that means this is 1 color. That's 2. Four by 3. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. That's a 2. Ah. That's my brown. That's a single. So this. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Or do I want to break it there? I dislike the 1 by 1s. We'll come back to that one. if I do this way, then I have to build out this entire section. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Sorry, I'm working out how the piecing of the block is going to go at the same time that I'm essentially making it. 2 by 3. That's that. Okay, so that's all good there. That's done. So then we have 2 by 3 here. Cool. We're going to do 3 and then 2. This is going to be a 2 as well. Okay, and then I can make that a solid. And then it's to try and remember all of these design choices when I'm writing the pattern and telling people, oh, you can cut here and cut there and cut here. It generally doesn't work. This is a 4 straight up. So then we have 2, 2. There we go. 2 there. And what are you? 2, you're 4. There is not. So make sure you have a sketchbook or something handy. Or just a really good memory. As I said, it's great for some things. It's kind of crap for others. This is a 3. Yes. Okay. So we're going to do background. This one. Yes. This, that, this. Then we're doing the dark purple band, the fuchsia pot. Yes. This was my dirt. I'd be more excited if I was more advanced. So I'll be there to watch other people win. Let's see. Orangey brown. Better. Okay. I mean, he never told us it wasn't rigged. Oh, sweet. Huzzah. Then I'll definitely be showing up. Okay. What am I doing? Where is brain? The brain is out the window. Ugh. Okay. Hello, people. let's bring this back up. Ooh, that's wrong window. There we go. Hello. So I think that's gonna be it for me because I can feel myself flagging. Yeah, John, if you want to learn more about EQ8, watch the replay. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. But thank you to everybody who's shown up. It's very, very fun. It's actually getting me to do stuff, so this is a bonus. But yeah, what do I have? Do I have anything next weekend? I'm actually using my calendar. It's crazy. Oh, okay. So next week, the 31st, yes, stream. The week after that, the 7th, no stream because I will be at the Twist Fiber Festival all weekend. So 7th, no stream. 31st, yes, stream. 7th, no stream. I will maybe try and figure out how to put up a calendar or something somewhere. Maybe there's something. But either way, I will be posting on the social medias to let you guys know. Oh, well, if you come to Twist, then yeah, you'll definitely see me. Just come to Stacy's booth. That's where I'm at. Craftiville. For anybody looking to buy some fabric, or I guess wool if there are knitters. Either way, thank you all so much for joining me. This was super fun. Sorry I wasn't chatting much, but concentration is key. Have a good night, everyone.